There's a very unusual passage in this week's Parsha. The phrase Bnei Israel, the children of Israel, appears 5 times in the same passage. It could have just said children of Israel and then referred to them as them, they. No, it's repeated 5 times. Rashi in his commentary jumps right on this. He says, you know why? Because God is showing just how much he loves the Jewish people. He mentions them 5 times, corresponding to the 5 books of the Torah. Beautiful. There's only one problem. It's such a weird place to mention it because it's mentioned in the passage when the Levium, the Levites, are being appointed to serve in the temple. And the firstborn sons from the other tribes are getting downgraded. They were supposed to serve, but they lost the right because they participated in the sin of the golden calf. So now, when you're appointing the Levites, that's the place that God chooses to tell all the Jews, I love you all. Very strange. But it isn't strange at all. That's why he puts it there. Because maybe he's worried. I'm appointing the Levium, and I'm downgrading the firstborn sons. The firstborn sons may be upset. They may be jealous. All the other tribes may be upset. They would have had members of their tribe, the firstborn sons, serving in the temple, and now they're not going to have any. It's going to be only the tribe of Levi that's going to serve in the temple. So God picks that point in time to tell everybody, don't get upset, don't be jealous. I love you all. I'm crazy about you all. I'm comparing you to the 5 books of the Torah. And it's such a powerful lesson for us. When you're doling out compliments, which you should, or giving gifts to an individual among a group, be careful not to insult. Be careful not to create any jealous feelings, any ill will among the other people who aren't getting that compliment or that gift. My youngest sons, my twin boys, were about 4 years old. And it was snowing, and it was Shabbos. So they're looking outside during the Shabbos meal, and they keep asking me over and over again, can we go outside and play in the snow? I said, after the meal. 10 minutes later, can we go outside? After the meal. Finally, we get the dessert. Can we go outside? I said, you're going to miss dessert. We don't care. Fine. You don't mind missing dessert? Put your coats and boots on. You can go outside. All of a sudden, my next older son, who was about 8 at the time, yells, no, you can't let them go outside. I said, why? Is there a bear in the backyard? He says, no, they're going to ruin all the snow. So my first reaction or first inclination was to say to him, will you cut it out? Grow up. Are you kidding me? Let them go play in the snow. I said to myself, what do you mean grow up? He's 8. He's still young enough to enjoy playing in the snow. So I said, you know what? You're right. I called my twins back in. I said, guys, when you go outside, only the backyard. Do not set foot on the side yard. Side yard goes to him, and pointed to the next older son. At which point the next older son, of course, had to get in the act. He was around 12 at the time. And I assume he was joking, but you never know. He said, hey, what about me? I said, you get the front yard. The point is, you have to be so careful when you're complimenting, when you're giving gifts, when you're giving out benefits, whether it's to your kids or to friends or to employees. Of course, compliment, give gifts, but be careful. Don't insult. Don't create any feelings of jealousy. Make sure everybody else in the group knows you love them too.